How did it affect your family?
I was married once, was married just as I was going to narcotics, and that lasted about 3 years. And it was just, we were just, we were friends after our divorce, until she married an engineer, and he like, oh, your ex is a cop. He got a gun. Makes me uncomfortable. And she's like, I like, go enjoy your married life. Have a great life. If he ever crosses you, let me know. She goes, okay. But, I mean, when I got married, I sat down with my wife, and we made a choice about not to have kids or not. I'd like kids, but it was just like, not now. And she was going to business and stuff like that, and she didn't want to be bogged down with kids either. And so we didn't have kids. So, and I look back on it, I'm glad we didn't, because the marriage only lasted 3 years. I'm not married now. I'm dating a gal that I went to high school with. We, out of the blue, reconnected. And I've been with her for 9 years. But I think law enforcement work is hard on a person's personal life, especially young. And I think this is my own feeling, that a lot of guys that are married when they come into law enforcement, I mean, it's like prison. You sit there and here comes the new me. It's like, yeah, he's next. He's next. It's like you look at the new cops and they come in and it's like, okay, they're married. I give them about 4 or 5 years, they'll be divorced. Copying is addictive. If you really enjoy it, if you're proactive, you really like doing it. I mean, when I first started, I was working a 6 and 2, 6 8-hour days in a row and 2 days off. And people were like, oh my God, that's true. I'm like, fuck, no, it wasn't. We get in there, get out a roll call, race out of the barn. First one to get a frank or a felony arrest, back in. And it was on, you're racing around. I loved it. It'd be like you start the shift at 7:30 and it's like, holy shit, it's 3:30 already, time to go home. It's like, fuck. But I always loved it. And I think copying in general is hard on the personal lives of us. And it's like, the ones that get it right, which are far and few between, I think, is you have to have a very strong relationship, especially based on communication. You got to be able to talk about your stuff, because I know I didn't talk too much about it with my wife at the time. I don't think she would have got it, but the gal I'm with now, I mean, I'm a guy, and plus you figure shit out as you go along. Trial and error, trial and error. Now it's like, I'm not a blabbering idiot, but when I was working, and she asked me about stuff, I told her, I'm never going to give you the full details. I am not going to give you the rated R version of my career. Okay. I'll give you a G, maybe a PG, just to let you know what I go through.